What is going on, beautiful people? This is David Lyon, founder of Evolving Man. So this video is for anyone who is contributing in one way or another to a different world, who is seeing that a lot of the stuff that is going on right now is really not life-serving, that things are falling apart, and you have a piece of that solution. And that can be anything. That can be the diet that we eat, or how we treat each other, or how we do business, or how we connect in our families to our elders, whatever it is, right? Like, you have a sense of something that needs to change and you're very passionate about it and you want to bring it into the world. You want to have people take climate change more seriously, whatever it is. And I want to talk about a basic principle, if you so want, about how to bring change to the world and people, that if we don't acknowledge that, we're just going to create more resistance in people who see things differently, and we're not going to make the change that we want to make. And that basic principle is, do you look at the people, at the mass, as stupid and ignorant, who have to be somehow forced into making changes in their lives? Or do you see the goodness in them? Do you see that if they would see the same things that you see, if they were fully aware of it, they would change? And so whether you believe the first or the second is going to make a huge difference in how you talk to people. And I see that so much with so many people who have such a great message, or who see something so important that we need to change in this world, who come from a place of which is the kind of common belief that we have, that, you know, it's a very cynical perspective on human beings, that we're ignorant and that we don't want to change and that we're selfish and we don't care about others and the world around. And that worldview, if anything, will bring us to the ground, then it's this view of human beings, because it turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so when you approach people from this perspective of, you are stupid and I know the truth, and I know you're not even going to really listen to me, and you're only going to do it if you are forced in some way, or shamed or humiliated into it, as long as we're coming from that perspective, we're going to create resistance, right? The other person is going to sense that you don't trust them, that you don't see them as equal, and they're going to push back, because they're going to feel treated in a shitty way, and they're going to want to honor their dignity. And so the only way that I see we can really create change in this world is by seeing that human beings are inherently good. And I'm not saying this from like a naive place. I'm saying this from a place of in a way, realism. And if you want to learn more about that, there's a fantastic book called Humankind by Rutger Bregman, where he really dissects our perspective of human nature and how we've come to see human beings as bad, which is a great way to justify power structures. Because if human beings are bad, then they need to be controlled, right? So it's a great way to justify hierarchies and people staying in power. And the more that we move to a place of, no, I think actually, if human beings are treated well and if their needs are met, they want to naturally contribute. It's going to completely shift how you talk to people. You're going to become very curious to, how have they come to see the world that they do see, right? How do they experience their truth? Like, what happened in their lives that they come to this place? And so from that openness, the possibility for you to actually touch someone, to actually share from a vulnerable place of what you care about, you're so much more likely to reach them. And you're so much more likely to create a human-to-human connection where what you're passionate about comes across, what you care about comes across, and where there is an experience of a kind of shared humanity. And I think that's the only place from which we can really change this world. Is like, okay, we're in this together, we're all hurt, we're all wounded, we're doing our best. We need to be called out for the things, like for the injustices that are happening. It's not like we give each other a free pass, but can I see the goodness of the person that I'm talking to? Can I see that deep down So they're suffering and they're acting out of the suffering, and I do that all the time as well. And when I do that, I usually harm people around me and harm myself and harm nature. But can I see that deep down, this is a good-natured human being? And this being just wants to feel good and feel connected and share its gifts, contribute to this world. That is, I think, how we change the world. Okay? So if you resonate this, please share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, with Evolving Man, you're seen, you're loved, you're appreciated. Keep evolving, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.